Hello there. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to this, the 4th of November, 2025. We are back with Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5. Hopefully you're doing well today. We are going to be making some more progress in the game. We played some Shadowrun. Got back to Shadowrun last night. A lot of reading. And we will be getting back to Dark Cloud tonight, this evening. So hopefully you will be able to join us for that. We're having a pretty good time. I will say Dark Cloud is starting to kick our butt a little bit, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. We will try our best to do what we can, but we will get through it hopefully. We are in, I would guess, like the second to last area, or maybe 2 areas before the last area. I'm not sure how many areas are. It's a long game. Dark Cloud is a long game. Also, I think we might be coming up on near the end of Dragonfall as well, which, you know, that was kind of the goal. We're kind of rotating between Dark Cloud and Dragonfall, hopefully this week, to clear those up. After Dragonfall, of course, we're going to do Hong Kong, so more Shadowrun after that, and I do know what we're going to do after Dark Cloud. It's not going to be Dark Cloud 2. I think we're going to take a little bit of a break from Dark Cloud, because Dark Cloud 2 apparently is longer than Dark Cloud 1. There's other stuff I want to check out before we go into Dark Cloud 2. We will probably do Dark Cloud 2 at some point, just not right off the bat. There is some other stuff that I want to get into beforehand. But if we are able to clear those games by the end of this week, I don't think we'll be able to get through Hong Kong, Shadowrun Hong Kong, before the end of the week, but we might be able to get through Dragonfall. Then maybe we'll start our horror stuff by next week. If not, we'll probably push off the horror stuff until we can at least clear Dark Cloud and Dragonfall. Also, Friends Favorite Friday will be returning, of course, with Chrono Cross. So we're going to be doing that, and after we finish Ghost of Tsushima, but we will be doing the DLC, which we did not do, of course, before because it didn't exist. There is you can see it right there. What's it? Come on. There we go. Iki Island. We will be doing that DLC. So once we get done with this, we are probably going to do Ghost of Yotai, which I believe did come out rather recently. So we'll probably do that in the afternoon streams. Just as a reminder, Thursday there won't be an afternoon stream. I do have an appointment, so we will only be doing an evening stream on Thursday. So that will be just that, which I believe will probably be a Dark Cloud day, if I remember from yesterday, because it's Dark Cloud. Yeah, Dark Cloud tonight, then Dragonfall tomorrow, then Dark Cloud. Yeah, so that'll be a Dark Cloud day. So that'll be good. And then Friends Favorite Friday. Basically, we're going to just keep on with what we're doing right now with the dual stream schedule and the afternoons and evening streams. We might at some point flip that back around to do some morning and evening streams. But as it stands right now, we're going to kind of stick with what we're doing. But yeah, hopefully everyone's week started out all right. If not, hopefully it gets better. I keep forgetting to order nail polish. I see my old nail polish on my desk. My sister ordered me like the 2-step nail polish where you have to put the polish on, you do a couple layers of that, and then you put like the covering layer on. That stuff came off my nails real quick. So I'm going to go with some the good old-fashioned just regular nail polish. That stuff seems to sit on my nails a lot better for some reason, but I need to paint my nails. I haven't done that in a while. But anyways, that was just a random thought on my about stuff on my desk. But yeah, so that's probably. I do have some other appointments this month that will probably affect the schedule, but other than that, I think we're just going to stick with this for now. I'm very excited to get through, but get to some of the games that we're going to do, and that we are doing. But like I said, we're going to hold off on a little bit of horror for probably about a week or two, since we did so much horror, and then we'll get back to it because I have a lot of horror stuff planned. Some new stuff, some unknown stuff, or some less known stuff, and then some more known stuff, and then some retro stuff. So we got a lot of horror stuff planned, and I think people will enjoy what we've got planned for everything that is going to be going on with the horror stuff. To be honest, because there's some stuff in there that I think people have been asking for. We're obviously going to finish Countdown Vampires. That one I said we were going to finish after Resident Evil, and we have finally finished Resident Evil stuff. And then there's a new game. There's a grouping of games that we're going to play. There's another game that I've been asked about, I know, a few times. A game that just got a major update. Another game I've been asked about a lot. A game no one's asked about, but it is surprisingly well reviewed. And then a game series. That'll be the only hint that I'll drop. So if you know, you know, but most probably won't know. Anyways, that being said, I'm very excited to get back into Tsushima. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn off the music. And we are going to do exactly that. So let's go. Now, we were doing some map clearing, which is probably what we're going to continue to do. I'm going to go ahead and... Should we go down this way? I'm wondering if we should go down this way. I'm going to mark this, but we probably should go... Hello? Where are we going, bird? I can't fly into the trees like that. I can't see you. Where are we going? Ah, a haiku. I see it. No. Hey, Void, how you doing? It's not a haiku, it's a hat. Riverbed straw hat. Alright, let's look for some smoke clouds. Ah, there's one. Hopefully it works going well for you today. Oh yeah, you're off. I forgot it's Tuesday, Wednesday. Yep, you're off. Eva smoking ribs. Nice. Sounds good.
Who will face me first?
Make a potato bake. Nice. Yeah, you guys aren't gonna fool me anymore. Wow. Yeah, that was a lot quicker than I thought that I was expecting it to be. Okay. So they weren't gonna fool me anymore and immediately chops me down to size. That proved me wrong. I see this encampment here. What do we need to do for this crossing? Kill an enemy with a sticky bomb. Can do, will do.
Looking for me?
Yeah, let's take out the two big guys first. That's... Oh, and the general? Oh, that's gonna be good. We can nail this. We are golden. Nice. We just got the 3 heaviest hitters right off the bat. Have a sticky bomb. No, you don't. Keep your big old weapon to yourself there, friend. Yeah. Oh, we're out of arrows. Thought I saw a place to get arrows back here. Alright, we'll go inside to maybe. Alright, looks like I'm probably gonna have to climb that. The arrows were right underneath them. That's what I was looking for. Alright, buddy. Steel. Okay, not too shabby. Alright, let's make sure there's no artifacts here. Does not seem like it, but this will open up this region. There is one question mark, but there's probably something else down this way. Got a sticky bomb, nice. How are we doing sword-wise? Okay, we need 3 steel and 1 gold. We're actually really close to fully upgrading our sword. That is very, very good. Very, very good. Hitting 1 target. Alright, okay, can we cross around here? Yeah. Oh, look what we have here.
I'm right here.
That's 1. That's 2. 3. Supplies. Are there more of you somewhere? No, because we got the thing. Also, I think we just got more steel. We did. We got enough steel for the upgrade. So all we're missing is 1 gold. I'm gonna go to techniques. That's what I was gonna do. Alright, let's see. Firecracker. Assassinate 2 targets. Okay, let's go with the slow time. That one we can actually use. Of course. This looks like it might be a farm. Because there's fire coming on from up here. It is a farm. Yep, that's what I figured. Kill an enemy investigating a wind chime. Get away from that. We got our wind chime equipped. Is that everybody? No. Oh, he's probably in here. There you are.
Here, you.
Yeah. Now are we good? Yes. Perfect. And we want the farms because the farms clear a much bigger part of the map.
Thank goodness.
Go. Be well.
Thank goodness. That was such a weird way of saying that. Mongol guards in the garden. Defend hostages. Okay. Well. Guess the other hostage is probably over here then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to at the black powder bomb and throw this.
Here, you. Yes, and
And I'm going to do that. Perfect. All I needed to do for that.
Hoi. Harbo.
Did not need to assassinate him. Sucks.
No, no. No, no. Push up here.
Okay.
It's going to be all right.
That guy wasn't really that well guarded, honestly. He just had two archers and one guy.
Like you, Lord Sakai.
Find somewhere safe. Be careful.
We'll take the arrows, though. Let's stop running. I saw another guy over here.
Negium Harsinta. Penguin.
Are you gonna shoot anytime soon, or? Roll out the fire. Alright, that's the farmstead. Alright, give me 1 gold. All I need is 1 gold, just one. And get that sword upgrade. Give me that cash money.
I didn't see it.
Steel, okay.
I think so. I heard him. It started at dawn.
Ah.
The screaming went on all morning.
No cash money.
Even then, the sun went down. That's awful.
Or steel.
All the time to stay put, not eating. Swimming. I knew it.
Let's check the map. Okay. Guess there's something over here. Ah, Foxton. This should be the last one for the charm upgrade. Or the shrine. Increased your charm power. So one of these was Inari's might. Ah. See, now This ferocity is increased, moderate increase to melee damage, but Inari's might, it increases health and melee damage by a moderate amount. So, like, this one is now better, and if we get another 5, this would be a major amount. So, like, this is now a better charm. That's good. We're gonna go here now. Okay. Thought that we had the bug or something, but I guess it was just a horse.
Lucy, so you'll find someone to take you?
Alright, let's see what's down this way. Yes, bird, I know, we're heading that way. It is a haiku. Reflect on survival. Twisted and flailing, giving life to all, thriving in the dark. A wandering mind searches. Visions always clear.
Thriving in the dark. A wandering mind searches. Visions always clear.
Now I want to head this way. Let's see if we can see anything there. Okay, there is a smoke pillar coming off of that direction.
Quickly, Kage.
I thought I saw something over here. Guess not. There's a shrine here. Okay. This looks like a camp.
Send your best warrior. Garde you Chihuahua,
Okay, I see the Mongol artifact. Trying to keep my eye on the sky to see where that pillar went, but it's kind of hard to see in this forest with the rain. There it is. So this is either a survivor camp or a Mongol camp. Here it looks like a Mongol camp. Stagger swordsman.
Perdu du way.
Okay, well that's the swordsman's done. Alright, who's next? You? Oh, your leader's not dead. I fixed that for you. Throw a bomb at me. Don't do that. So you get one more arrow, buddy. Okay, the camp's not clear yet. Ah, it's because it was a two-step camp. Stopped at the higher tier. Alright, let me take out this dog before the dog becomes a problem. Alright, big boy. Let's go, Fred. Alright. Okay. Anything else here? Let's see what this camp opens up. Ah, perfect. See, there were some more stuff around here. See, now we're clearing much more efficiently now that I kind of know what to look for. Look for the smokestacks, look for the burning things, go to those, clear the map, then look, you know. So. Other fox den, which means more charm power. Another camp right there.
Challenge me.
Нэг ч хоёр хугалнаа.
Ain't no way there's just two of you in this camp. Oh, I guess there is. I guess that was just a forward camp or something. Wasn't actually like a fully fledged camp. I only had supplies, so I might as well grab them. Okay. Go back here. We do know there was a shrine on the path as well, so... where's the entrance? There it was. Hot spring. More HP. Let's go.
When the Mongols are gone, I'm going to stuff myself with shinano pears,
Shinano.
fresh tuna, and sweet seaweed from Azamo.
And it rained so much. Okay. There's a shrine somewhere around here. Because we saw a path to a shrine when we were walking this way, so...
I'll trade you for anything.
we just need to catch that trail again. There it is. I got some straw hats. Hello? Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Inks. More concentration. Reduce cooldown, I guess is what that is. Okay. Let's follow this path to the shrine. Okay, looks like the shrine's gonna be this way. Maybe. Where are we going, bird? Ah, pillar. Hunting bear. Nice. Something out here, though. Ah, that would be our shrine. Let's travel there real quick, just to get to the entrance of it. Alright, squeeze on through. Jump. Jump. Crawl under. Look around. Make sure there's not any side paths. Go through here. Well, it is called Hazy Cliffs, and boy, howdy is it hazy. Okay, I see that there. Okay, that's our trick then. Nice placement of a tree to show us where we need to go. We gotta go down, then over. Then up. How do we get those flowers? Ah, what's that? That's a pretty tree. It's Japanese maple, I believe. I believe Japanese maples turn that shade of red in the autumn. It's like a crimson maple. Fusion. Recover one kunai after performing a perfect dodge. It's not really our trying to go to, but saw this flower over here. I want to grab this before we head off. Same shrine. Alright, perfect. Alright, I want to check here before we head up and battle this guy. And then I think what we'll do is... Because what I'm wondering is, I wonder if this is cut off, like this is the cutoff point before going up here. And basically we'll get our village, we'll get over here, we'll take out this guy, because this will be the last part of that legend. Hey Leave, how you doing today? How far were you able to make it in Super Mario last night?
That's my kage.
Here!
Be just for the challenge, maybe a quarter through. Ah. Oh yeah, because you're doing all exits or whatever, right?
Challenge me.
I'm having a standoff with. Oh, these guys.
Samurai.
Oh, don't shoot me. Didn't really know that was a thing, but accept the challenge. So yeah, that's why I do a little bit of research for accept challenges like that, because I know what all exits is, and you've got a lot of hidden worlds you're gonna have to go through, and some of those are not fun to do. Just so it's over here. Yes.
Who will face me first?
Okay, well, there's something in this village, but this kind of has a... Oh, this is not an encampment. Interesting. Don't talk to me like that. I'll go back. Okay, where are we going, bird? Oh, hold on. Man, this guy's suffering. Don't want this Krug crawling for his life for the next 3 hours. Where are we going, bird? There you go. Yeah, I saw you doing that and I was like, more power to you. I don't think where'd the bird go? But, like, I don't mind challenge runs and stuff. But like I have to really kind of enjoy something for that, right? And like as much as I like old Mario games, I don't think I would really want to do that kind of thing. Ah, it's a hat. That's what you were leading me towards this whole time, you crazy bird. Oh, I saw... thought I saw a shrine gate. But I don't know. As long as you're having fun and your chat's having fun, that's all that matters. It looks like you got a death counter set up too, so that's cool. Seems like Gravity's hooking you up with all the tech stuff. Okay, so the shrine gate's going this way or the other way? Okay, it looks like it's going this way. But it looks like we already did that one, so if it's going that way, we've already done that shrine. And it seems to enjoy the little challenges, yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff you can also just Google. Like, it's not really that hard to set up a lot of this stuff. People have YouTube videos for stuff. Like, I just use a counter that I downloaded, where I can just push a key on the keyboard and it goes up or down. So, like, if I accidentally do an extra thing, I just push the minus key. If I need to go up, I push the plus key. So, it's not that hard. You just download a thing and then set what keys you want to go up and down.
Go. And stay safe.
It's not super complicated. So add the text and then yeah, it's not complicated. Like I said, there's tons of like tutorials and stuff people have done over the years for that stuff. So nothing really getting done, but it's always a nice feature to have, right? Because then people get the little interactivity on the stream, and they're like, oh, that's cool that you got the little thing. Like, when I was doing the Souls games, of course, you gotta have a death counter for your Souls games.
Are you cowards?
Because people want to see how many times you died and all of that jazz. I had a heart rate counter for horror games at one point, but then I remembered that my heart rate really doesn't go up that much. So it kind of didn't really matter. Beat it at 120 deaths. Nice. Nice. Not rough, yeah. I mean, the Super Mario is not an easy game by any stretch. Like, the first few levels kind of lure you in, but as you get like later and later into the game, you're like, oh, they really know they know how to add some like difficulty to some of this. But especially when you get to like the hidden levels and stuff, that's when they're like, oh, by the way, you want hidden levels? We'll give you hidden levels. So, alright. So let's head up to this guy now. Our horse, there we go. Hey, D-Man. But yeah, I think the popular like older game that I'm thinking about, which probably won't be for a while, mind you, is probably going back. They did a remake on the Switch of the Gen 4 Pokemon, which is Diamond and Pearl, and I'm thinking about at some point maybe going back and doing that one. This Pokemon seems to do all right for the channel, and I don't mind collecting Pokemon and stuff, so I think people might be interested in seeing that. How the hell do we get down there? Oh, I see, okay. So I might do that at some point, but we're currently going through like a billion, like 30+ hour games, so I think I'm gonna wait till we get through some of those before we dive into that. Time to fight, duel this guy. This is the second to last duel we got. Let's go ahead and switch to Ronin.
Lord Saka, thanks for coming.
It's technique.
I hope you understand. This is just a job.
He's got a stab technique. Yeah, but I got a heavenly strike technique. Come on. There we go. I'm getting into Rogue FPS on stream. Need to aim and shoot something after. Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually play anything off stream, I'll be honest. Like, I used to have, like, the thing is, I also used to, like, only stream once, right? I used to stream once a day. Now I stream twice. But what I used to do is I would stream, like, one type of thing, and then I would, like, get off and, you know, stream something completely different. But now, because I stream twice a day, I legitimately probably don't play any games off stream. I usually, like, watch movies or watch videos or streams and stuff like that. So that is how I spend my evenings. So because that's why I want, like, I was wondering, it's like, should I even keep doing the afternoon streams? But the beauty of the afternoon streams is, like, I've been doing games like this, right? And, like, this game does not play like the other games we've been playing. So as long as I feel like as long as I keep, like, whatever I do for the afternoon streams different from... Oh, I didn't even see you, dude. That guy was completely hidden. Kill enemy with kunai. Okay. As long as I keep the games different, like, I think I'm fine. And having something like this where it's just kind of like explore and just fight things, it's actually been nice. Like, I'm excited to, like, play the afternoon stream, because then when we, like, go play the evening streams, like, you know, we're playing something different. So it's been nice. That's why I'm probably gonna play Yotai after this, so that way when we get done with, like, Dark Cloud and all of that, Dark Cloud and Dragonfall and okay, that's 2 with kunai. I watch you stream and then I watch soccer. Hey, well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you get to get some little enjoyment from the stream. But watch basketball and wrestling, yeah. But yeah, I just oh, we might actually get gold from here, which means we can fully upgrade our sword. Nice. I just thought about that. Sorry. But yeah, I just like watch movies or shows or whatever after this. And by the way, this is our banner. These are Sakai banners. That's our symbol. If you didn't put that together, because we're outside of our house where our father died. Right in your face. You think I want to hide from enemies? Nah, bring the enemies, dude. Don't do that. Bro, you're stuck in here with me. You might as well just give it up. Like this. This should get some attention. Yep. Eliminate the floor general. But yeah. I don't know, it's weird. I was talking to a friend and they were actually wondering if I was like streaming too much. And like the correct answer is yes, I am. Like I probably shouldn't be streaming this much in all honesty, but it's just like I like playing video games. Like it's how I would just be spending my time anyways. So like so if I'm gonna be doing this anyways, right? Like I might as well be streaming it and having fun. Like sharing that fun with people. It's terrible for my growth, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm like, why I shouldn't be streaming, because it's terrible for growth. Like, in all honesty, go back to second half soccer match. All right, see you, D-man. Because in all honesty, what I talked about, I think yesterday, what I should be doing. Dog, no, what is looking at me? Oh, bugs. Oh, oh. There we go. Come on. Go ahead and do that. What I should be doing is like streaming for like 3 hours, like 3 times a week, and then like doing a whole bunch of work elsewhere. Because streaming is not about actually streaming anymore. Which is really weird to say, but that's like the truth of it, really. Streaming is not about streaming anymore. Streaming is about being elsewhere and bringing people to your limited streaming content. It's basically, honestly, streaming is like TV shows, right? You show up for like once a week, and then you know you want people to come back for more every week, right? So you like you show up very limited amount of time, and then people come back to watch the show, right? Like that's it. That is what streaming is now. It is like a weekly TV show. You're on fire, buddy. And your buddy's dead. Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. You didn't die from an explosion right next to you? That's crazy. That's crazy business, man. Oh wow, I rolled that and even... Okay, fine. I got fire too. You guys want to play with fire? I can play with fire. Alright, you want to do this now? Huh? Punk? You want to play with fire? We can play with fire. That's what I thought. You big goober. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, you're so lucky you have that shield on your back. Not lucky enough, though. Alright. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting, because that's one thing I was thinking about. I was like, streaming has really become like a TV show. Where it's like, hey, 2 or 3 times a week, you could come visit the show. Every other day, go watch the things that want you to go watch the show, right? The things that make you want to see the next episode. That's it. That's streaming. Like, at least until you get established enough to where people want to be there every single day, right? Or almost every single day. But I don't know. It's just crazy. So, to think that now, but like I said, I'm not doing it for those reasons. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I'm gonna keep playing video games, keep having fun for as long as I can. Grab the banner and the records. This is going to open a huge part of the map too, which is really helpful that we found this so early. Because this is actually right near where we were gonna... And there's our 2 gold, which means we can fully upgrade our sword. But yeah, it's something I've been... Because I constantly research, like what people are saying about streaming and what, you know, the marketing teams are doing and, you know, stuff like that, right? And it's pretty much what you see, right? Just that. Okay, so where can we go to upgrade this? Here, maybe? There's also a gift altar here.
Norio's here. No sign of any other monks, though.
Okay. Where is... Okay, blacksmith's over there. Where's the even gift shrine? I don't even know where the gift shrine is.
I would be honored to work on your blade, my lord.
Katana. There we go.
Sharper than
Sword maxed out. Go ahead and get that.
balanced, sharp, and deadly.
Tonto is maxed out as well.
Your sword arm protects us all, my lord.
Let's go see if we can max out our bow, I guess. I thought our bows...
Where are the monks from your temple?
A bow without equal.
Okay, so we just need more bamboo, and we're done maxing out our longbow as well, so that's good. Where is the...
Your bow will terrify the invaders.
Would you like to see what I have?
Warrior Shadow... Longbow... Are those both 5? You know what, let's grab.
Whatever helps you is good for us all.
Undiscovered armor. Twilight Strider. Ooh, I actually kind of like that one. I'm gonna grab Twilight Strider.
I hope it serves you well.
Farmer Straw Hat. And then we'll grab these.
I think you'll be pleased. The roads remain clear for you, my lord.
Where is the gift place?
Lord Sakai, Norio, where are the monks from your temple?
I'm right here.
Right, so where is the... Okay, I need to find where the gifts are, and I need... Okay, gifts are behind the big bell. Got it. That's what I figured, but I wanted to check. Any bamboo back here? Snows of Kamigata. Ah, there's the tailor. Okay, so the tailor is over here.
I work on all kinds of armor.
Saku's. Massive increase to health. Major stagger damage. Oh, nice. That's what Gosaku's armor looks like upgraded. Eventually we'll have to fully upgrade everything. Just because it'd be fun to do.
I
but...
have no way to strengthen your armor.
Do we have... No, they didn't give us any bamboo, so we're gonna need more bamboo. Okay. Sword is fully upgraded, though. Is there a trapper here? There is a trapper here. Trapper... Where is the trapper? I wish the icons were bigger.
Lord Sakai.
It's better. Let me just go to a camp. It's quicker for me just to go to a trapper or a camp.
All of them.
I work metals, woods, and cloth.
Range capacity.
That's all I can give you right now.
Explosive arrow. Predator hide.
I hope it helps.
Windchime. Black powder bomb.
An excellent choice.
Quick fire.
Only the best for you.
Ammo and resources. Okay, we can buy stuff here if we want. Oh, you can buy linen and leather. Nice. Alright, so we still need, let's
I'm
see.
sorry. I need
10.
more for that.
That's 30. 30, so that's 60. So we need 80 more predator hides, and we'll have all of that maxed out.
Come
Do
back
you...
if you need it. Trade is difficult in these times, my lord.
Okay. Alright. So now we found two things over here. Okay, can't summon our mount there, but yeah, I it's interesting too, right? Because like there is a certain amount of like randomness to streaming as well. Because there's been people that have been like, you know, 0 viewers, and then somebody will like stop in, and then they just start rolling. You know, 3 weeks later, that's a fox den. You can see the glowing yellow tree from here. They'll start rolling from that, and you know, 6 months later, they're doing fine. You know, and then there's people that'll be streaming for years and never even see that kind of viewership, right? It's crazy, but it's just one of those things. because, you know, I've seen people that have been streaming a third as long as I have, or half as long as I have, that have double, triple, you know, quadruple my viewership or my following or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, that's just the way of things sometimes. What is going on here?
Come here and
Oh, it's just a single Ronin. And, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that, right? Like, different forms of content, you know, what people find entertaining, what they're playing, versus what I'm playing. Okay, I tend to play a very eclectic group of things. Some people play a single game a whole bunch, and that's how they build a following, you know. Just stay dead. So, like, there is a lot of stuff that goes into that. Oh, that's not what I expected that to look like. Huh. Okay. Oh, we also got another Snows of Kamigawa. I think there's also a shrine this way. Oh, we already done that shrine. But yeah, it's all about what are you doing it for, and for me, it's always been about fun. So, as long as we're having fun, we're doing the right thing. That, spreading kindness, which, again, I feel like we're doing. So, that's why I don't mind doing double streams, because the more we stream, the more kindness we get to spread. As long as I'm not messing myself up, we're fine. I'm taking care of myself the best I can, so... Oh, this shrine's just, like, out in the middle of nowhere. Usually they're more hidden than this, but this one's just sitting here. By the way, you don't have to follow the foxes. If you know where these shrines are, you can just go to the shrines. Okay, I see the cage right there. It's a cricket. Crickets give you music, and they're in graveyards, so... Which is good, because we had to head this way anyways. But I do appreciate my friend having concern for me when, like, are you sure you're supposed to be streaming this month? Nice to have people that care sometimes. A lot of times, I mean. It's a legend storyteller. Kiss my butt. Okay. Let's head down here.
We'll get some rest soon.
Stand and fight me.
But, it's always interesting, because I think depending on who you ask, you always get different answers, right? Like, how much should you stream? How long should you stream? Oh, did that take 2 points? Oh, I guess that took 2 points. And, I think it also depends on what you're streaming, because, like, you know, if you're streaming a game that's, like, got, like, quick turnarounds, you know, I feel like those games you could stream, like, a whole bunch of and probably be fine, but if you're playing games that have, like, really long play times, maybe shorter streams are better. That's another thing that, like, I could never really find people talking to the demographic of. That's the research I would really love to do. So, like, if you're playing a game like this, right, where this is, like, a 50-hour game, or so, like, to do everything, let's say, like, are the streams that are 10 hours better for a game like this, or is breaking them hello? Or is, like, breaking them down into, like, 4-hour chunks better? Right? Ow. Maybe not getting mauled by a bear. Getting mauled by a bear is probably not the best. I need its predator hides, that's why I'm fighting and not running. But, you know, it's like... Where's the best way to do that, right? Is it like 4-hour chunks? Is it 10 hours? That's the kind of research that I don't think anybody, or at least not that I've seen, is really doing. Because it's like, okay, if you're playing Fortnite, you know, is it like, okay, well, you can get in 4 hours, when the bear's mauling you. Oh, it's because we were on a slant. It looks better if you watch him when he does it to the Mongols, or when you're actually, like, on, like, flat plane, it doesn't look too bad. He's supposed to, like, bite you and then throw you, but it's because of the weird it's because of the weird angle we were at. But yeah, it does look a little weird. But, like, I would really love to see people do research on, like, okay, what is the best, like, time range for, like, long form games, for retro games, for, like, and the problem is I just don't think you can narrow it down like that, right? Because of just the era we live in, people's, like, defeat the Ronin attacking. Oh, people just don't like stick around as much for certain things and stick around more for other things, right? So I don't know. It's interesting because that's the thing, is, like, I don't think there's been, like, enough legitimate research into
slaughtering those people.
into streaming, right? Like, there's people that, like, look into it, but not, like, any super scientific research.
He's hiding.
I've killed better fighters.
What? Say that again. He said he's killed better fighters than me, right as he, died. Oh, I missed you. Alright, let's have a sword fight then.
In for survivors.
But, you know, I think, and that the thing is I think that's probably the problem why I think streaming is still such a question mark, right? Is, like, people haven't really dove deep enough into figuring all of that stuff out. I think retro usually has a gimmick tied to it, usually randomized, speedrun, something, old game being played individualistic. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's like, if you're doing research, that's the kind of stuff you're looking into, right? Is like, okay, if someone's creating speedrun content, what is that average speedrunning viewer's attention, right? Like how is the retention for that? How long are they watching? Are they watching for the entire 4-hour speedrun, or do they stick around for 30 minutes? Right? Because there's some speedruns that are really long, and there's some speedruns that are really short. Right? And then it's just like around for 4 hours. How does that compare to like people that do Fortnite? Right? So it's just like, okay, if we're gonna compare the retro stream, like a retro 4-hour speedrun retention to Fortnite retention, is 4 hours really the golden number when it comes to like Fortnite streams? So if we put a Fortnite streamer compare to that, and they play 4 hours, do they get that same retention? Right? Okay, what if we do like somebody that's known for long form content? So if they're playing a game like this, where this game is like 50 hours, right? And they're playing these longer form games, so like your Elder Scrolls, your Ghost of Tsushima, your CRPGs, right? Do those players, those viewers have higher retention for longer periods, right? So researching, like, does the genre matter? Does the gameplay matter? Like all the little details, instead of just being like, okay, well, most people agree that 3 to 4 hours is the golden stream time, right? Because that's just what everybody observes and then just repeats. Like, having people legitimately look at the most popular genres, which is competitive gaming, retro gaming. I'm talking about the gaming side of things, not IRL. IRL is its own thing. That's a whole that's sociology and psychology based stuff. That's a whole different branch of research that you would have to do for that. I'm talking about like just the gaming side of stuff, right? So like looking at the gaming side of stuff and see like what causes player retention, viewer retention, what causes like viewers to come back, what causes viewers to go away, right? Like some of that is going to be, you're going to have like human like subjectivity, right? Like some people are just going to come in and be like, this isn't my jam, and leave. Some people are going to come in and be like, I love this game, and they're going to stick with the game, right? Like you're going to have the little bits of things like that, but overall you should have like a consistent thing to measure, right? And seeing someone actually dive in and make those comparisons of like, okay, well, in competitive gaming, we've noticed that at this mark things trend upward, and at this mark things trend downward, and then we compare that to speed runs where at like this thing trend, like at 2 hours it trends upward, at 3 hours it trends downwards, right? And then you compare that, and then you compare all of those lines so that you can see that, like, all right, so the actual golden period would be 2 hours and 45 seconds, right? That would be how long, like, across the board, every stream could be 2 hours and 45 seconds, and that would be, or 2 hours and 45 minutes, not 45 seconds, 2 hours and 45 minutes, and that would be the ideal length for any stream, regardless of content, right? But then you could go, okay, and here's all of the sub data that you could give to streamers who are like, okay, I really love doing speed runs. What does my data say? All right, based on our 100 polls or 1,000 polls of speedrunners, the actual time that you would want to stream is 6 hours, right? Because at hour 4.5, it starts trending upward greatly. So you want to stream at least 4.5 hours to hit that trend up in most cases, right? But then, so that data would be so much more important to those specific kind of streamers, because then you're not just telling them, hey, you're using your niche, you're telling them how to trend their viewership upwards within their niche, right? Like again, there's other stuff outside of that, which is the sociology stuff, right? Like there's the, what do you do within the stream to entice people to come in? What are you doing outside of the stream to entice people coming? That's the marketing, that's the sociology side of stuff, right? That's the what is it called? The slot machine stuff, right? That's the how many sparkling things and flashing lights and all of that stuff. Then you have all that stuff. I feel like there's too many variables to pin that down. Maybe 4.5 hour works, but if your target viewers aren't using Twitch at that time, then that data doesn't matter. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like that's all the data you're getting is time, games. Like you're taking in a lot of data. It's not just the time. That's just the variable that I'm using, right? If you're wondering like how long should I stream, you're also taking in what time is important, who are your target viewers, right? You're taking in age demographic, you're taking in time demographic, you're taking in how long I should stream, you're taking in like what really engages them. You're taking in a lot of information, right? When you do research, you're not just going, what is this one thing, right? You're taking in all of this stuff. It's just that's what most people are asking, or that's what we're talking about, is like, how long should I stream? How much should I stream? Right? That's usually the default when people are getting into streaming, because people are like, I don't have a whole lot of time to stream, or I don't know how much I should stream. So that's the question they ask. Do we have any techniques points? No, we don't. Okay. So like that's kind of the thing I was going with there. But yes, that the time you stream, where you stream, how often you stream, like there's a lot that goes into that. And like I said, there's also a sociology, psychology side of things, right? What are you doing within your stream? Like I say, if I see someone playing something I like, I'm already following them. I won't decide if I watch based on how long they've been streaming, though. Well, see, what's interesting, right? Like, is we're talking about like getting a new viewer, right? And less of if you're already following. Right, we're trying to, like, if a new viewer is going to come in and stay for the stream, right? Where if you're already following someone, then that's a whole different set of variables, right? That's a like, okay, how do we get people to stay, coming back to the stream, right? That's a whole different discussion. That's about viewer, like, long-term viewer retention versus short-term viewer retention, right? But even still, if it's a raid from scrolling because I really want to see someone play a specific game, does the amount of time this person has been streaming matter? For some people it does. But the thing is it doesn't matter to the viewer unless you're already viewing, is what I'm saying. So again, what I'm saying is you're coming in as a new viewer when they start the stream. How long does the stream need to be before you tune out, right? Not how long have they been streaming, should I watch them, right? So say I go live, you come into the stream when I go live, right? And I stream for 6.5 hours. Well, if I lose you at 3 hours, right, as a new viewer, because you're like, oh, I want to see this person play this game, and then I lose you at 3 hours, then I've lost you, right? And again, you're a new viewer, not a long-term retention thing. That's a whole different discussion, right? That's what we're talking about by like how long I should stream, because again, that's what I'm talking about. I think things outside of Twitch are so relevant because now people found their streamers they watch, and that's kind of it. They won't click Twitch unless it's already someone they connected with, or they are from communities in your sub communities. Doesn't matter depending on game, because if it's like, oh, they're not a part, I want to watch, I want to see how they do this part. Doing stuff outside of Twitch is relevant. Again, there's more to it than just the that's we're talking about a small piece of a very big, like, pie, right? But what I'm saying is that's why we need the research on the pieces, right? Because if we do the research on the pieces, then we can start putting the research together. But no one's doing the research, and then people are just spouting the same thing they've been saying for the past 10, 15 years to anyone trying to get into it, right? I go through TikTok and I literally see people who have been streaming for a year saying the same thing people have been saying from like 5, 10 years ago, right? Because everyone's doing these tips to being the next big streamer, right? And it's just like, no one's really looking into the stuff anymore. Everyone's just making these videos because they're doing the clicks and the views, right? Because that's how they become the next big streamer. And what I'm saying is like, I want people to actually do the research, to look at the components like stream live time, look at viewer retention, short term, long term, right? That's what I'm saying. Because no one's doing that. Like that's the thing, right? Is someone found the numbers, I think it was like 2 years ago, and most streamers by like year 3, I think it's like 88% or like 87% of streamers by year 3 stop streaming. That means almost, yeah, basically most streamers most streamers stop streaming by year 3, right? Like just flat out stop streaming. And like that, it's because they keep getting told the same things. Hey, be consistent, which is good advice. But like they're told, hey, just stream this amount of time, do this thing. Like they keep getting told the same things by the same people, and they're not seeing any results. And then they get disheartened and they stop. I saw someone on TikTok that was like, yeah, I did this thing. I streamed for 5 months. I didn't see any growth, so I stopped. And it's just like, it's 5 months, right? You know, and it's just like the problem, and that's part of that's symptomatic of the problem, right? Is the issue that people want these instant things, and because there's no real like, hey, this is what we've looked into. These are the things that actually work, and not just something people have said for the past 5 years or past 10 years, like that people are following the advice, getting nothing done, and then stopping streaming or stopping content creation, right? So it's one of those that like there's a lot of pieces that go into this, but there's people that like they don't do stuff inside of Twitch except for like streaming twice, and do a lot of stuff outside and they blow up. And there's people that do a half and half and they see no growth. There's some people that do no stuff outside of Twitch, and sometimes they do see growth, right? And it's because there's no real like research between the two, right? It's like, okay, how much do you need to do outside of Twitch? Like we've heard it for the past 5 years. Do stuff outside of Twitch, do Instagram, do TikTok, do YouTube, you know, all that stuff. Do that stuff outside of Twitch and you'll see growth. What exactly do you need to do? How much do you need to do? What is the best things to do, right? People say make clips. Cool. What kind of clips? How many clips? Right? That's the thing. There's no research being done on that stuff. And then streamers are doing this. They're making clips. They're making highlight reels. They're doing all the things they're being told to do, and they're still not seeing growth. And then they're going, you know, a year or two later going, nothing's working. I'm doing all of this work. I can't do this anymore. And they quit. Right? That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to be a what's the word for it? That's what I'm trying to like fight for here, right? Is the fact that we need people, instead of just saying the things you need to do, we need people doing research to tell people what actually needs to be done, right? Because it's like, sure, yeah, you could do clips. I have clips that have thousands of views. You know how many like followers and stuff I've gotten off of those? Basically 0. I haven't had a single person come in from YouTube or TikTok be like, hey, I saw your TikTok. I wanted to follow you on Twitch. Right? Like, not a single person. So it's like, I made the clips, I made the YouTube videos, and nothing. Right? Now, I've had people pop up on YouTube while we're streaming on YouTube, but that's because we're actively streaming on YouTube, right? Hi, YouTube, right? Like, so it's just like, but that's just streaming, right? I'm literally just streaming. You follow people on Twitch because of TikTok, but don't watch their streams, right? Yeah, like, and that's for a lot of people, right? Sometimes you'll follow people and it's just like you don't have the time to do it, or sometimes they stream at a weird time, like because if they have different time zones, like there's a lot of that, you know. And sometimes you follow people because you're like, I need to go check out their stuff, but then you get jumbled up with all the other people that you gotta watch, right? And that's the thing, right? It is, I want. It's not that I don't think people should give that advice. It's just I want us to have more information to help more people. I want people to succeed, because the thing I'm seeing is the people that are succeeding are doing not a lot of people, but there's a good there's a non-negligible portion of people that are succeeding that are doing harmful things to the community. And I want the good people that are not succeeding right now, that are not blowing up, to blow up, so we can take all of these people that are doing like legitimate harm to the streaming community and make them not have the spotlight anymore, right? Because all they're doing is damage to the streaming community, right? Like, people are looking at that and it's like, oh, that's what streaming is, right? I don't want to go watch Twitch. I don't want to go watch YouTube, right? Like, it's like I don't want to be a part of that. And we're losing viewers, we're losing advertisers, we're losing sponsors, we're losing so much stuff because they see those people thinking that's what streaming is, right? And all the people over here that are working hard, that are trying their best and blood, sweat, and tears and all of that stuff, they're not getting that stuff that all of these people over here are taking advantage of, right? That's why it's so important to have that research. That's why it's so important to have those details, so that way we can help all of these people that are trying to do legitimate good and push them into the spotlight, or help them into the spotlight. Maybe not push, but help them into the spotlight, so we can go, hey, advertisers, you know, people that can bankroll charities and stuff like that, look at what streaming can do. And we've done that through certain things. Like, if you look at like GDQ and all the money that it's raised over the past, 10 years or whatever, for different charities and stuff, right? Like, there is some of that, but it's one of those. That's why, like, I'm not doing this because it's like, oh, I want to be successful, or I think, success is where it's at. It's because I want people to stop looking at that streaming as this goofy, like, joke, terrible guys in their like basement clawing at the walls, being terrible kind of thing, right? I want it to be like genuine connections with people helping out the world and doing legitimate good, because there are people on this platform doing that every single day. Like, legitimately every single day. But they're not the ones that are being shown off, right? Like, if you look at what happened at the most recent TwitchCon with all the terrible things that happened to multiple people over multiple days, that's what people see with streaming right now. And then people are wondering, like, oh, what's wrong with Twitch? That's what's wrong with Twitch. That's what's being spotlighted, right? Terrible people are being spotlighted, right? That's the problem. That's why we need the research. It's not so people can be successful or make a bunch of money. It's so that good people can go, okay, if I do these things, I can get my content out there and we can help people. We can raise money for charity. We can help people in need. We can make sure that these ill actors, these bad actors, are not the people, maybe not the only people at the very least, in the spotlight, right? So yeah, it's nice to know that 4 hours is a good stream time, or we need to make clips, on other platforms, but we need. Thank you for the follow. We do anonymous follows here. You're like, personalized thank you. Just say, hey, I followed in chat. But otherwise, feel free to get blurred in. But like, that's why we need that information, is so we can go, hey, you over here who's been raising charity money for charity for 2 years, that is here's what you need to do to make sure your content gets in front of more people, right? Hello, Bagman. Downloading this game right now. I'm pretty excited. Is it an open world? I can answer that with the press of a button. Give me just a second. Yes. Yes, it is. It is a very big open world. So, I'm trying not to spoil too much, but yeah. There you go. Welcome in, Bagman. But yeah. But yeah. Again, that's why I'm so concerned about people doing research, people learning things, and people giving useful, actionable advice, right? I talked about it before, like, I want to say like a month or two ago, is there's a difference between, like, advice and teaching somebody, right? And the thing that annoys me the most is when people tell somebody to do something, but then don't tell them how, right? They'll be like, oh, just set up your stream, right? But it's like, how, right? You're not telling people how to set up their stream, or you're not giving them the tools to set up their stream, right? If you want someone to do something, give them the education, give them the tools, give them something to start with, right? You can't tell someone to build a birdhouse and then put them outside and expect them to build a birdhouse, right? You need to give them a hammer. You need to give them nails. You need to give them wood. You need to give them a saw. You need to give them a blueprint, something to start with, right? And sure, they might build a birdhouse that's not the greatest when they start out, but they have something to start with. And that's the thing that irritates me so much about people online when they're like trying to get people to do something. It's like, oh, why didn't you just do blah? It's like, because they don't know how. No one told them how to do the thing. And now you're making them feel shameful because they don't know how to do thing, but then no one ever taught them to do the thing, and now you're making them upset because no one ever taught them. It's not their fault that no one taught them to do the thing, right? Teach them. Help them learn, right? That's why when people come in here and they're like, hey, I don't know if I can do this streaming thing, you absolutely can. And there's tons of resources to help you. Do you want some? I will help show you how to stream, right? There's a lot of really quick and easy ways to get OBS set up if you're using PC. Like, it's like, that's the thing, right? There's tons of tutorials. There's tons of like how-tos. We can give you the tools to get things set up. There's streaming on console, like whatever it is, right? And that again, that's the thing that irritates me most. Is like, if you want someone to do something and they don't know how to do it, first you have to teach them, or at least assist them in like getting to the materials they need to do the thing. And that's what kills me about these, like, day after day seeing these tip things, is it's just like, oh, you need to level up your stream. And it's just like, what does that even mean? Right? You need better alerts. You need better, like, interaction. Like, the exact thing that set that thought off before is like, oh, you need to learn how to talk when there's no one around. I think we were talking, it was like, I think In Space was in the chat when we were talking about it. It's like, you need to learn how to talk when no one's around. And it's just like, okay, tell them how to do that. And no one does. No one ever tells people how to talk when there's no one around, right? You stream, but it's on PS4. Hey, you got to get started somewhere, Bagman. You need a specific PS4 camera? Hey, just stream without one. You do not need a camera to stream. Absolutely do not need a camera to stream. There we go. Get you a little shout out there. Call of Duty. Nice. Which Call of Duty? Is it the Warzone one, or... Let's tell us which one that is. But yeah. But it's just like, everyone tells you what to do, but no one tells you how to do it, right? And that's the thing that irritates me the most. It is just you play a lot of Warzone. Okay, that's what I figured. I figured it was Warzone. Black Ops 6. Are you not playing 7, or is that not out on? Oh, I guess it's not on PS4, is it? But yeah, it's just like, and by the way, the trick for talking like no one's there is just talk about things you want to talk about. You pick a subject, like your favorite horror book or your favorite movie, or you just talk about your day. Like, what did you do today? Oh, I went and had food with a friend, or I learned about this thing today, or right, like you talk about things about your day, about your favorite things, about like try to avoid controversial topics, right? I have like 400. I'll take that. I have Xbox One, so I play it on Game Pass because I think, oh, nice. Okay, so you have an Xbox as well. Black Ops 7. Yeah, I haven't played Call of Duty since, I don't know, whenever Warzone was like first released, basically. I think that's the last time I played a Call of Duty game, but yeah. But like, yeah, that's the thing, right? Like people give advice but they don't teach. And I I'm sus about those tip videos because they're not super subjective. I feel like the video itself is for views and not substance. It's like empty tips. Well, yeah, that's when it was good. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played Warzone in a while. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like there's so many people that give they give tips but they don't teach. I talked about this a lot. Like as someone who was a college professor for years, there's a thing you learn as a teacher. There's some people that are super knowledgeable. They are like the most knowledgeable in their field. However, they are not great at teaching that knowledge, right? They are absolutely, like, you could ask them any question about their field, they will nail it in half a second. However, they cannot impart that knowledge onto other people. And the reason why that is it's essentially like they assume whoever they're talking to has the same level of knowledge they do, right? But when you're talking to someone who has so much less knowledge than you do, you have to be able to put yourself down here to bring them up with you, right? And that is a skill that a lot of people do not have. You can train that skill, however. That's literally what teaching is about, is training that skill to bring people to learn, help people learn, right? But there's a lot of people that have so much knowledge, but not a way to get people to learn, right? And that's the problem with so many tip videos and stuff, is they go, here's the advice, use it. And it's just like, how? Right? And then they never give you that. They just make another tip video and another tip video and another tip video. And a lot of times they just reuse their tip videos. They'll say the same thing 2 months later. It's just like, okay, you still haven't told them how, right? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's just, it's so irritating, because I do think there are legitimately people who could be more successful if they had the tools, such as like research and stuff like that, and the opportunities that are afforded to people that are given them because of other situations in their life, right? Because they're like, in all actuality, there are people at the top of content creation, at streaming, top of just content creation in general, that have privileges afforded to them because of their situations in life, right? And that's not everybody, mind you. That's not everybody, but some people. And if other people were afforded those same privileges, they would definitely be up there as well. But they're not, right? And that's the unfortunate thing with that. And it sucks. It sucks because again, there's a lot of bad actors at the top of content creation, and I mean you see it. They're in the spotlight, and when they do terrible things, you see it, and it really sucks because again, that seeing that stuff in the spotlight affects everybody on all the platforms because people go, oh, that's what content creation is. That's what streaming is, right? And then when you go, hey, I stream, people go, oh, you're a streamer? You're a content creator? What you do? That's what they picture in their head, right? Is that bad actor or those terrible things. And that again, that's what really upsets me with the current state of things. It's not what's being streamed and who, well, I guess it is who's streaming it, but like it's not what's being streamed. It's the fact of the bad actors that are creating this terrible idea of what content creation is. So when other people talk about it, people are just like, "Oh, you're a terrible person." It's just like, what? Like, what is that? Where does that come from? And it's because of that. That's why we need better advice videos than just stream for 4 hours, consistent schedule, and build a community. Cool. Those are helpful. Those are true in a lot of cases, except the 4 hours one that can be kind of a, depends on what you're doing kind of thing. But like, those are helpful. Those are great. But like, we're also fighting a crashing wave of negativity. So I don't know. It's it's irritating. It's very, very irritating.
Save your strength.
My lord, help.
Why did the Ronin attack?
I don't know. They forced the men here to go with them. They took my husband, Oda.
Do you know where they went?
Nobunaga?
They talked about going to a gorge in the north. Please, save my Oda.
She must mean Hollow Gorge. Thieves use it for smuggling and selling slaves.
And like, that's the thing, right? Like, also, I'm not perfect. Right? I will wholeheartedly admit that, like, I've given advice over the years that has come without teaching. I've also repeated advice that like I've heard over the years, and I've followed people that have been like problematic or have done problematic things. Of course, I didn't learn about it till later, obviously, because people don't always show their true colors when you first meet them, but. Where's this? There's like a record or something around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Mongol artifact. There we go. Give me just a second. All right. Actually, before we get any further, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do some stuff. So I think we're gonna go ahead and call the stream early. So. Sorry, I was muted. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're gonna end a little early. I'm gonna go do some stuff. I got some stuff I need to get done. But sorry for the passionate speech at the end. I just get very passionate when it comes about doing good in the world. It's very important to me that we do as much good as possible as we can with the life that we have. So that it was not an upset speech. It's more of a passionate speech. Before anybody's like, "Wait, are you upset?" No, I'm not upset. Believe me, it takes a lot for me to get upset. But I just care about people, right? I just really, really care about people. And I want people to be able to do good, and I want people to have safe, caring lives, right? And that comes with content creation, that comes with all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna call the stream early today, but we will, like I said, we will be back tonight with Dark Cloud. So and we will continue our playthrough of that. So don't worry, you'll get more content tonight. It also gave me a chance to rest my voice, because I think me getting passionate did kind of make my voice a little scratchy anyways. So so again, thank you for being here. I'm not going to do the whole spiel of everything, but if you make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all of that fun stuff. We do stream on YouTube. Check out our YouTube at the top of Twitch chat there. If you're on YouTube, check out all the stuff. And remember to take care of yourself mentally and physically, both very important. Remember to stay hydrated. And as always, remember, we can make the world a better place. And all you have to do is be kind. Bye-bye.